One day, the pain you're ignoring right now will become the weight that breaks you. Not because it appeared overnight, but because it grew while you kept pretending it wasn't there. Pain doesn't shout at first. It whispers. And every time you ignore it, it gets louder and heavier. You think avoiding the pain makes it disappear, but all it really does is let it build up until it explodes. The pain you're ignoring today will crush you tomorrow. This isn't just some dramatic line. It's what happens to people every single day. We hide our pain behind distractions, behind fake smiles, behind, "I'm fine." But pain doesn't care about your excuses. It doesn't care how busy you are. It doesn't care how good you are at pretending. It waits. And when it finally catches up, it hits like a storm. Think about it. How many times have you told yourself, "I'll deal with it later"? How many times have you brushed off the small signs, the stress, the sadness, the emptiness, like they were nothing? Later feels safe, until it isn't. And by the time you're ready to face it, the damage has already been done. Let's break this down. First, pain ignored becomes pain amplified. A tiny crack in a wall doesn't destroy the house today, but if you don't fix it, it spreads. That's what pain does. The argument you avoid, the emotion you suppress, the habit you refuse to change, it doesn't stay small. It grows quietly, underneath everything. And one day, it's not a crack anymore. It's the collapse. When you keep running from your pain, you're not escaping it. You're feeding it. And what you feed, grows. Some people bury their pain under work. Some drown it in distractions. Some smile their way through it. But the pain doesn't disappear. It just gets smarter at finding its way back. And when it does, it's bigger, sharper, heavier. This is why some people suddenly break down after years of holding it all together. They didn't break overnight. They broke in silence. And that silence is what crushed them. And when it finally catches up, it hits like a storm. Second, pain ignored turns into regret. Regret is pain with memory. It's looking back at all the chances you had to fix it, and realizing you didn't. It's the moment you wish you had the courage to face things sooner. And that moment hurts more than the pain itself ever could. Think of someone who ignored their health until it became a crisis. Or someone who stayed silent in a broken relationship until it shattered. Or the dreamer who kept saying, "one day," until time ran out. Pain doesn't destroy you on day one. Regret does it on the last. Regret is like a mirror. It shows you everything you could have done differently. But by the time you're looking at it, you can't go back. And that's the part that cuts the deepest. You may not feel that pain now, but one day, it will hit like a wave. And you'll wish you had faced the storm earlier, when you still had the power to change it. Third, pain ignored kills your potential. Every time you avoid your pain, you build a wall between who you are and who you could be. Pain is uncomfortable, but it's also the doorway to growth. When you ignore it, you don't just stay stuck, you sink deeper. Some of the strongest people you've ever seen aren't the ones who never felt pain. They're the ones who faced it when it was still small, who didn't let it grow roots inside them, who didn't let fear, doubt, or ego stop them from dealing with it. When you ignore your pain, it doesn't just block your path, it becomes your path. You start shaping your life around what hurts instead of what heals. You make choices based on fear, not hope. And slowly, your potential fades into a version of life that's comfortable, but empty. Fourth, pain ignored becomes a habit. You get used to avoiding. You get used to pretending everything's okay. You start living on autopilot. And the scariest part? You start calling that numbness peace. But numbness isn't peace. It's your pain wearing a mask. And the longer you let it stay, the harder it becomes to face. When you teach yourself to ignore pain, you also teach yourself to ignore truth. And when you ignore truth, you build a life that looks fine on the outside, but feels hollow inside. Listen, facing your pain doesn't make you weak. It makes you honest. It makes you real. And real is where healing begins. The pain you're feeling now, no matter how uncomfortable, is a signal. It's not there to break you. It's there to wake you up. It's telling you something needs to change. So ask yourself, are you going to keep pushing it away? Or are you finally going to listen? Because tomorrow isn't some magical place where pain disappears. Tomorrow is where today's pain shows up with interest. Here's the truth. You can't heal what you refuse to face. You can't grow past what you keep running from. You can't build a future while dragging a past you never dealt with. But you can make a choice, right now, to face it, to stop pretending, to stop waiting for a better time, to finally take back your power from the pain that's been silently controlling you. And no, it won't be easy, but it will be real. And real is better than broken. So here's your moment. Don't run from it. Stand in it. Face the pain today, so it doesn't crush you tomorrow. If this message hit something inside you, don't just scroll away. Pause. Breathe. Ask yourself what pain you've been ignoring. Drop it in the comments, or keep it private, but make this the moment you stop hiding from it. Like the video if it spoke to you. Share it with someone who needs to hear this. And subscribe for more messages like this. Because your pain doesn't have to own you. Not if you face it now. Not if you choose courage over comfort. Not if you decide, today, to take your power back. Because the pain you face today becomes the strength you'll stand on tomorrow. And the pain you keep ignoring becomes the regret that breaks you. The choice is yours.